Hello everybody, today I will be showing you 3 different loop-de-loops from beginning to advanced that you can make in your Minecraft world. This first one you can make any size, but it can only travel in one direction. The benefit of building this one is its simplicity and low resource costs. So here we got one building block, your rails, a ladder, and something to power those rails. The second loop is 2-directional. It's also a bit cooler and behaves more like a normal loop-de-loop. It still has low resource costs and is pretty simple to make. The resources you need are the same as before, and either a red stained glass, or if you're in creative you can use a barrier. I'll show you both the variations later on. Number 3 is the most advanced 2-directional loop powered by slime blocks. It's the most costly when it comes to resources. The resources that you need are the same as before. You'll also need a detector rail, tripwire hook, string, redstone dust, an immovable object. You don't have to use this, but it does make it look better. And then slime block, ice that won't melt, sticky piston. You can use a barrier. You can also use glass or just a normal building block, and a redstone repeater. Let's get into it. For the first step, I find it easiest to make your circle first. I'm going to make mine 4 on the bottom, and then just 1, 2, 3 right here. And then we're going to go 4 on the side, and then 1, 2, 3, and just like this all the way around. There's also a website in the description, and I'll link it on screen so you can see any size circle. So this is where the rail will be coming from, and then we'll just, about here, we'll just go out a block. And then you can destroy this, and then for this part, come out by 2 blocks. Just like so, all to the end of your circle, and then this is where the track will be exiting. Go ahead and destroy this middle part right here. The next step is to add your rails. Place these rails right in here. I'm going to make these just normal rails going up here, and I'll place a block here actually and destroy this one so the minecart doesn't fall off. And then we're going to place a block right here, and this is going to go out this way. Go ahead and power those rails on both sides and destroy this. We'll destroy both of these right here so this links up like this, and then place this. So what will end up happening is when you have your minecart, you'll go up and then you'll come back around and just go out that direction. So the next thing to just make it aesthetic is you place these rails so it looks like it goes up into a loop, and place ladders on here so it looks like it goes in a full loop as well. So the size for this one, you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way around. Alright, now that you have that middle circle done, we're going to make a path out right here, and a path out right here on the other side. So for this first path, the rails are going to be going this way. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for this last one, you're going to come up 2 more blocks, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3 with barriers, and then come out 1, and then go back around 1, 2, and then you're going to come back up again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that should be the end. You just fill these with rails now. Carefully put normal rails on these end 2 blocks, and then you should just be able to fill the rest of this in with powered rails. Just like so. So that is the creative side only. If you're going to make this in creative, do the same thing on this opposite side, starting right here. If you're not in creative, we're going to do something a little different with a red stained glass instead. Come up just like before with your stairs, and then instead of going out that way, we're going to wrap around this like a spiral. So this needs to be up 1, and then flat, up 1, flat, up 1, flat. Destroy these 2 blocks right here, and we're going to come up 1, flat, up 1, flat, up 1, flat, and then this one should be the end. You don't need this block right here. So now if you notice, we'll try to put these rails in, and when we do that, we're going to put rails on these corners. And after you put the rails on the corners, come back down and fill these in with power rail. you will have to power them as well. So go ahead and power everything, and this section right here, we are going to replace this block with a glass. So when you come up here, you don't hit your head. So this will be a glass block, and then we'll just wrap this around like this and go up. You can also, if you want to, go like this. So we'll elevate these two blocks and then just make these two rail, and you can make this one a powered if you want to. There's two variations. If you don't have any glass, this is the easier way to go. Once you're done, just remember to block out these middle sections so it actually looks like a loop. And there we go, number 2 is finished. Alright, to start out, we're going to have a line coming in this way, and we're going to come up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a piece of ice, a piece of slime, and then come out a few blocks right here, and put down 2 shulker boxes facing this way. These are immovable, so when we get our piston, and we're going to put it right under here, like so, this piston is going to push the slime block up into that, and these won't move. Alright, this next part, we are going to go up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to come out and go 1, 2, 3, and then this part's different. We're going to go out this way 1, 2, 3, and put a block right there. Then come over to this side and place 3 blocks going this way. Next, come to this corner block right here and come out 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to replicate this except on this side. So come down here, come out 1, 2, 3 blocks. This will be your line coming in. And then right here where this one comes up, we're going to repeat the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, ice, slime, and a sticky piston under there. Come out 2 blocks, place your 2 shulker boxes. Then come up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then come up like that. Make your platform here, and then come out 1, 2, 3, and then come up 1, 2, 3, 4. This should align right at the top. Go ahead and place rail over these top areas, and then put powered rail in these 5 locations and normal rail along here. Go ahead and repeat the same on the other side. And go ahead and fill in this whole bottom area with rail, along with a detector rail in this spot, and then 2 powered on both sides. Repeat on the other side as well. Alright, now it's time for the redstone. We're going to go 2 pieces of redstone dust under the detector rail, and then a repeater on 4 ticks. Do that on both sides. And you're also going to want a block coming out between the ice and the detector with a lever on it. This can be on either side. So you can put the lever there or up here. Just make sure not to put it on the side because that will power the redstone underneath. Go ahead and power the other powered rails on the top and the bottom. Okay, next we are going to come up here to where these rails end and then place 2 blocks here and then put them 1 block offset. Go ahead and put 1 in the corner up here and then connect these with slime blocks like so. Put a temporary block here, put a piston right in the middle facing those blocks. After you make that little portion, you're going to put a tripwire hook right underneath these rails. Go ahead and come out by 1, 2, 3 pieces of string. And then with any kind of block, glass makes it so you can't see it very easily, or you can use a barrier if you are in creative. Just put a piece of glass there and then put a tripwire hook right in the middle. Once you have the tripwire installed, go ahead and come over to this block where the tripwire is attached. Come down right 1 underneath it, so when you press this, the piece of redstone will light up. And then you want to have a repeater right here on 4 ticks. Make sure this is going into a solid block. If it goes into a glass block, the signal will not transfer. And then put 2 pieces of redstone on top. So now when you go through this tripwire, this will close and open. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to do it in double speed. Alright, once you've made those two structures, go ahead and get some powered rail and come up here on these two blank areas. We're also going to put in these locations two immovable objects, or at least one. So if you put one here and then just a normal block here, that'll work fine. We want to make sure when the slime goes forward that this block doesn't get carried with it. Do that on both sides. And then make sure these two are powered. These two don't have to be powered, but these two need to be powered. So a little trick for that is to put the lever on this block, because it will power these ones, and the redstone will travel through and power these ones as well. Okay, once you're done, go ahead and test it out. It should go up, pop up on the ice and slime, and then lock in here, and then go around and fall down. Make sure these are powered or else it could get stuck here. And one last little tip, if you're in creative, you can go ahead and swap out all these glass blocks with barriers. It will also work right here because redstone can travel through barriers. So that's just a neat little way to make things less visible. That will wrap up this video. Check out the boomerang video if you want to see more advanced loops or inversions. Thank you for watching.